Want to configure your NXT to use the new DualPath option? Let's walk through the configuration and options you have. I have two NXTs. Let's set up the transmitter side of the DualPath. So the first thing you need to do is add the license to the resource page. Let's go to Resources and let's type in our license. We'll get a green light if we successfully licensed the product. And then we pick the type of resource that we want, and we want DualPath Transmit. Next, go to the port menu, and you'll notice that there's a new DualPath Transmit ports. You can customize the names if you want here. I'm just going to leave them the standard names. Now you need to go to the profiles, and you need to assign those new ports to your current profile. So here's the input to the DualPath A and B, and here's the DualPath output, which we need to assign to our profile. Let's check the DualPath transmitter menu. This is where we set the standard for the DualPath connection or the signal, and we get to decide how we want to handle audio. Do we want to have a mono channel from channel A and a mono channel from channel B, stereo pair, all from A, all from B? Let's leave it on mono AB for now. Now that we've configured it, let's assign some outputs to the DualPath. So DualPath in A, let's pick VTR1, and DualPath input B, let's pick the other VTR. And then we want to decide how we want to output it. Let's say output 4 is the DualPath output. Let's route that. And now you'll notice this is what it looks like when we're feeding output 4 to the other NXT. Input A is on the left, input B is on the right. Okay, let's switch to the DualPath receiver NXT and configure it. So let's go to the resource menu and make sure we have a multi-image license enabled, and we got a green light showing that the key is good. Let's go to the ports menu, and you notice we have a DualPath RX ports defined now, and we're just going to leave the names and the assignment like it is here. Let's go assign it to the profile. We'll bring the sources in, the outputs of the receiver, create two outputs, output A and output B, and here's a destination, which is the receiver in. And one more menu to check is the DualPath RX menu. We want to set the standard to be the same as the transmitter, and we want to set the audio mode to be the same. Okay, so now let's take the input to the DualPath receiver and send it input number 1. That's how I connected between my two NXTs, is an external coax. And then we can take output 4 and send it to be output A. We can take output 5, have it be output B. There we go. We have two outputs coming out of DualPath, output A and output B, feeding onto BNCs. That's it. You have successfully configured your NXTs to send and receive the DualPath signal.